allemaal. Ja, te veel in. Gaar, Palestijn. Support, support.
Jewish shit, I used to sit at the record store for hours, flipping this, I listen quick while checking for the new crowd.
Support, support.
What's up? Plarks and Fumble Tongue, Rigorous Recordings, Daywalkers Crew, Gutter Boys, all that mess. Telemundo, bo bo bo.
Security cameras have captured the moment a man carried out a graffiti attack on the Prime Minister's electoral office. The vandal can be seen moving and climbing on top of a rubbish bin to tag Anthony Albanese's Marrickville office with anti-Israeli messages.
Security cameras captured him tagging pro-Palestinian messages before taking photos of his work and then leaving. The man is believed to be
in his late 20s, thank you very much. Take 3 and go. I'm Benji from PK Crew, long live Gang 2, free Tavern 210, shout out KO, shout out Stats, free Palestine, free Lebanon, fuck Israel. Every guy in Sydney, whether they're a criminal, whether they're Australia 180, we're all just products of the circumstances that we've been brought up in, or the environment that we've lived in. Hardcore as fuck!
We're here for a good fucking cause, so I'm gonna do a song about a good fucking cause with a bad fucking attitude. Number back, on, in and out, history lessons, it doesn't have to rhyme. One of us is all of us, Palestine of our lines. Fuck the flags, free my mates, free Palestine. No, an injury involved an infantry. Kids feel lucky to live through their infancy. Bullets are from fluency, promise the fluency. What he got because he hauled from the river to the sea. Where's the fucking sense in that? I swear that hell I'm not meant to clap. When I hear about these baby killers getting clapped, I hope their mothers cry and their fathers get a clap. Truck it up, free Palestine and fuck Israel.
I fucking love Benji. First time I met him, he shouted me the biggest fucking cone at his apartment, and I've never forgotten about it.
The gig tonight was a fundraiser for the Freedom Flotilla for Gaza. I played Fuck Israel, Free Palestine, I played Bacon and Eggs, I played Pie Crumbs and Bubblegum. I did my verse from Bubblegum.
This cunt has some fucking good flows, some fucking good hooks. Shit that makes me want to listen to it again and again and again, bro. Straight the fuck up, bro.
Represent.
Fucking earth, that. And get fucked.
Long live Hunting Out.
Piss cunts, bye-bye.
Represent 2037. Holy shit, look at him. I'm no expert on the issue by any means, but that's sort of to the point. I don't think you have to be an expert on the issue at all to pick a side or to see which side is right or wrong. You know, the history may be complicated and the dialogues may be complicated and the sit-downs and the actual battles may be complicated, but the morals of it isn't complicated at all. The right and the wrong of it is as simple as it can get. And it has been for 75 years.
You might in your head picture it like we're talking about freedom for Palestine should be free and shouldn't have Israel oppressing them or whatever, you know. Free Palestine means Israel is Palestine, shouldn't exist anymore. And that land should go back to them. That's from the river to the sea. Free Palestine actually means the death of the Jews, right? Because what the Jews want is a two-state for us both to live there, right? But when you say free Palestine means end Israel. No, I'm just a rapper. I'm just MC. Yeah, I've always been, but I'm Jewish as like part of my identity, right? Yeah. I've got a song out that is called Let My People Go, and it's about the Holocaust, and it's pretty apt for this.
What were you thinking about when you made that song?
When you, like, learning in Judaism, just in being Jewish, it's very easy to attach to the suffering. You know, of the Holocaust, you know, once you start looking into your family and it starts to, so sometimes Jewish people make the Holocaust their identity. Our strength comes from the opposite, from not dwelling on that pain, but dwelling on the beauty that we have in our culture and what is worth protecting for us. So it was kind of like a relinquishing of that, a giving away of it. Now we're strong again. We're no longer the victim. We might still get, you know, you can ridicule us, but when you come to kick us, we'll kick you back. That's how it works. So that song also represents that. Let My People Go is a turning point before this happened. In my brain, a metronome's going. I'm like off, and then I'm like, all right.
Why is it the hardest thing in the world, I think, to forgive? Really forgive.
There is no forgiveness without rage. You gotta go through the rage.
They call me Udin, Jesus killer, I'm still a kite. Cost of the Holocaust, lost 6 million lives, atrocity that's denied. You should try blood Auschwitz, and if you're not sick, give me what's in my pockets, and that's a lot. No wonder why then we don't want to be under him. Succumb to the will of their king, while he plundering. And Shem said no go before me, they all under him and back. So let's all get back. Said they taking nah. And he told them, let my people go, we back up again. In the coaches.
They thought of us as roaches. Extermination as the station approaches.
The script said I write to pick the Yiddish kind. You can finish life, see we didn't die. I'm a child of Yaakov, well, so you can back off. See we survived, you should all take your hats off. You should all take your hats off.
Break free, great Aryan. There are no weak Jews. I am descended from those who wrestle angels and kill giants. We were chosen by God. We were chosen by pathetic little men who can't even grow a full mustache. Stronger race, huh?
Is a man with a big heart, and he loves God, he does his prayers. He's a very serious personal devotee to Hashem, to God. Doesn't talk about it, he just does it, and he has a big heart. Since the Holocaust, there wasn't a time the Jewish people were successfully attacked like what happened on October 7th, where 12 to 1,500 people were massacred, burned, raped. Literally, babies were burned. How do you think that makes Jewish people feel like? Well, let me tell you. They're aware that they need to be strong. They're aware that if they don't stand up for themselves, nobody else will. The Jewish people have faced this for as long as they are a people, which is about 3,300 years since we received the Torah, and we're about 500 years older than that as a people. Donald Trump gets in, and he makes a statement this week. If he gets into office, and those hostages are still hostages, then Hamas will forget his words, but they'll be held to pay.
You know, like everybody, descendants from, you know, Holocaust victims, and the scar it put on my family drove me away from the most beautiful part of my life, you know, this for so long, and I was scared. I was told never to speak up, and then I did. I became proud and strong, and I decided I would break that chain for my children, that I would teach them to be proud and strong, and I made that my life. But you go through these silly doubts and think, oh, now I've brought my kids made them, you know, it's such a part of their identity now. They're already experiencing this. I take my son into the city and he's walking past a group of people that he's hiding his McGinn David, his Star of David, he's 9 years old. He just doesn't deserve to be going through this experience or to even be grasping those things in his head. He knows what it feels like to be alone.
That is why Nachshon stands up, despite the fact that it's painful and difficult and not easy for him, and puts him on the line. And he has so much to offer the world, and he wants to offer the world so much. And he has that heart, which is helped by his Jewishness, has that Jewish sort of sense of blessing the world and helping the world. And he has that's such a strong sense for that. Give the man credit for the guts and the truth and standing up for what he knows is right, and what he's doing is simply doing that so that no one else is hurt. He's putting himself on the line so that no one else is hurt the way he feels and sees the pain that has been seen in Israel and he's felt here.
Security officials in Lebanon say that dozens of people have been injured after their pagers exploded in what's described as one of the biggest security breaches the group has faced in nearly a year of war.
In another serious escalation here in the Middle East tonight, Iran has launched a barrage of missiles towards Israel on the same day that Israel launched a ground invasion into southern Lebanon against Hezbollah.
I mean, everyone's seen it. There's not enough people to kill in Gaza. Let's move to Lebanon now. And the people are calling it a James Bond style fucking espionage attack with the pages, and like it's Bond as fuck to blow a 7-year-old girl's head off. And I take my hat off to everyone who can be so fucking deeply affected by this shit, more affected by this shit than I am, and can, you know, soldier on with with love in their heart and peace in their heads. They're also headed into the West Bank, where, there is no Hamas there. But in they go anyway, and now Lebanon, because Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, anyone with an H, they can all be a fucking target. The 8 Mile movie came out, and I remember I went from kids making fun of me for rapping to every kid being like, "You rap, don't you? Battle me. Can we battle?" We didn't release a demo until 2006.
My mates all coke trains in pain, all infamous for taking the weight. Your only claim to fame is your fake. Break claws like they break through a gate. Train driver slam straight on the brakes. And with bellies and tortillas on their faces, another masterpiece is created. Motherfucking!
I'm from a very musical family. Dad was a trumpet player, and he was in jazz bands back when he was younger. But I think also he's, as much as he's on the side of the Palestinians, he's always just worried about me now, you know what I mean? Like, Dad's at that age, he just wants his kids to be okay. My biggest obstacle to doing a song was the fact that I'm not as well versed and as well read on this issue as I'd like to be, and as a lot of people are. Like, I don't have a micro-otis level of knowledge about it, and I don't have a personal connect. Like, I'm Irish, and Ireland has always backed Palestine very proudly, and people in Palestine need support in all forms. Whether that's people writing dissertations or writing essays about the issue, or people giving speeches and lectures about it, or writing songs and books and episodes of TV and movies about it that are pages and pages long and very intelligent and well researched. They need all that as well, but they also just need, you know, a song where you're saying, "I'm smoking Netanyahu's nephew," you know what I mean? Like, they need some fucking solidarity in every form. fuck peace, give these fucking geese what they ask for.
Every loud mouth I've ever met has had a glass jaw. Show them how it feels to lay their heads up on a hard floor. It doesn't have to rhyme, one of us is all of us. I done seen no battle lines. Fuck the face, free my base, free Palestine. And fuck you if you disagree. There ain't no fucking presents underneath my Christmas tree. Cunts that plead for sympathy or once that freedom isn't free. Gotta know the cost of all this suffering and misery.
Insult and injury involving infantry. Kids feeling lucky to live through their infancy. Bullets ripping through his teeth from his liver to his knee. What he got because he hollered from the river to the sea. And that's the life he's given, and if you think it's justified, then it's a lie you're living. Mad at lads for fighting back at who put them inside a prison, brother, I ain't trying to listen. Fuck that and fuck Zionism.
And I pray that it offends you. I went to all the protests like a brochure is meant to. But what the fuck did any of them ever bring an end to? I don't care if he's alive, I'm smoking Netanyahu's nephew. This made me to an instigator, crazy at these Simpson haters. Couldn't win a fist fight with a baby in an incubator. Chuck a fit, throw a tantrum, break stuff, risk jail. Chucking up free Palestine and fuck Israel.
Police are searching for a vandal who graffitied the Prime Minister's office in Sydney. Security cameras captured him tagging pro-Palestinian messages before taking photos of his work and then leaving. The man is believed to be in his late...
Happy fucking holidays.
My mate Shadi and the other fellas who I talk to who are in Palestine, when I send them tracks like that, I'm like, hey bro, it's not, I'm not rapping in Arabic and I don't know any of the nitty gritty details about all of it. I'm sort of just doing it from my own perspective, but that's, shit, that's all they wanted.
Who are those guys in Palestine?
My mate Shadi is just, he's from Deir al-Balah, and I hope he's all right, but he's just, I don't know, he's just a sick cunt. He's just, like anyone who doesn't know, like guys in Palestine are really active on social media. They'll, like you'd expect, lots of them are trying to run GoFundMes, lots of them are just trying to get their story out any way they can. Heaps of the journalists in Palestine who are doing reporting only really get their stories out through social media. That was the first thing he sent me, just fucking, I'm a Palestinian from Gaza who's typing this message while the sky rains missile on us. And he just said, thanks heaps, don't stop doing your great work.
My brother, can you hear me?
I don't know if Benji mentioned you that or talked with you about that, but I arrived Gaza 5th of October 2023. I'm sitting on the beach.
Is that near Gaza City?
Yeah, I live here in Deir al-Balah, but 2 days ago we displaced here to be living here in a tent. Over there, where I showed you, I came here for his internet connection. It's so bad here, a few days ago, the situation getting worse. Actually, I have a lot to say, Elliot. I have so much to say and when I haven't good connection, I will call you back if you have time to talk. Okay?
Of course. Okay. All right. Stay safe.
Have a good day. Thank you.
All right. All right. Peace, brother. Bye.
Hi, I am Shadi Ismail, Palestinian from Deir al-Balah in Gaza Strip, and it's just little part of 2 million sad stories for 2 million Gazans here. Actually, I was living in Turkey, in Istanbul, since 2021. I was working, I had a stable life, and I had dreams that I was on my path to achieving. And 5th of October 2023, I arrived Gaza for visiting my family. I didn't know that genocide would begin in less than 48 hours. Honestly, my mind is still standing there as a receptionist at the Rafah crossing. For 11 months, I have been receiving shocks one after another. And I am making this video for you now, while the sky is raining us by the American and Israeli missiles. You can imagine what I am saying, but you will never feel what I am saying. My life has become very dark. There is nothing but sadness, pain, and insecurity in it. I know that the whole world is watching the crimes happening here, but unfortunately, it seems that this time evil was stronger than peace and love. The proof is that we have been screaming and asking everyone for help for more than 325 days, and it was without any response. But this time, I hope I will be lucky making my voice and voice of my people heard. Now that my family is in a tent like more than 95% of displaced Gazans. Do you know what that means? I didn't mean going to safari or camping. Living in a tent means you sleep with all your family members in a confined space. You go to sleep afraid and wake up hungry. Be ready at all times for the loss of our family members. And you have to expect a missile to fall on the tent. To wake up early, walking 7 miles, just looking for water. Spending your entire day looking for anything that can strengthen your family resilience for a longer time. If I wanted to tell my entire painful story, it would take several days, maybe more. I am Shadi Ismail, and this is a small part of my story. I am Palestinian from Gaza, not a number. I love life, travel, and I love animals, dancing dabka, and I love cooking too. I believe that I have the right to adhere to the decent life. That is the right of every human being. After 325 days since the genocide began, after more than 150,000 wounded and martyred in Gaza, after all of Gaza destroyed, can we say in genocide now? Thank you.
I wrote a book on the first verse of the Bible, like the very first lines, and I drew it. I drew like a visual representation of like the creation and the universe molding together the chaos. Shema Yisrael Adonai. And in these boxes, so they are made from animal hide. Inside of the boxes is different prayers, very important prayers that are written by a scribe, again on parchment, and then they are built and put into these boxes in the chambers. It is no more nightmare than having lives lost, really, while people play out some sort of game and agenda is just such a horrible travesty, and yeah, it's just nothing's worse. We all return back to and are all a part of, and really that's where we're all heading. We're all one soul, part of the collective soul, and you know, we aren't separate from each other. It's not me and you and them and us. We are one. There is no separation between us. We're infinite and we're connected forever. All right, so I'll get this verse going. All right, we'll give it a couple goes. From the highest vibrations, it's the infinite. Through the sonic resonations, it's the infinite. Known to native reservations, it's the infinite. Where we all end up one day, it's the infinite. Boy, meet the infinite. Through the eye of the beholder, from my point of reference, subconscious and conscious share a joint perspective, introspective, the intuitive, introvert, inner worth ruining it, ruined to a sinner's curse. Within this verse, self-fulfilling prophecy, actualization manifested properly. And this is possibly the poverty a man feels inside his soul when his ancestors are landfill. Trying to stand still, spinning on this discus, brought to my knees till I lost my meniscus. In this pursuit of happiness, my guide for the perplexed is soon it be happening, Simcha. No matter the joy they try tear and strip from us, each encounter good or bad is still serendipitous. A vision limited like staring through the peephole, but we are not infallible, we are merely people.
Change your heart. Look around you. Change your heart. astound you. And I need your loving like the sunshine. And everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
I don't know what else I meant to say. Benji PK, fucking every day. Plarks is my boy, but he's too old. And I'm gonna fucking leave for a joint to get rolled.
Alright, give it up, alright. I think we're gonna have one more round. Cunts. Blood, I wanna say blood. I know you guys have been friends for years, but both your mothers have wooden legs with real toenails. Come on, lads, let's see. Go for the throat. Fire it up. We're gonna fire it up. Yeah! Let's go, blood.
Yo, I'm sorry, Benji, I'm about to cause havoc. You can't fucking do it, you're still an addict. Waking up after the chase, but I ain't gonna say that shit, cause after this we get drunk in your place. Take it back, I'm too broke to fucking stay around. Wait, see, I used to be an addict, but I'm too drunk, but still live the lifestyle. It's fucked up, I'm quite wild. I beat my brother with a mic cord and choke him out and cry. I fucking do this, no doubt. I feel bad about to kill him, I can Siglieri, but I can't do it, he's still a silly fairy. You're getting beaten by an old man. Shout to PK, brother, you know I fucking love ya. It's my brother right here, too bad. I love you too, bro. Split.
Looking in closer detail at the shocking events of early on Saturday morning, you can see people dancing at the Nova Music Festival with no inkling of the horror that's about to unfold.
Figures released from the Palestinian Ministry.
Well, let's stay with the Middle East because the United Nations says more than 150,000
hostages to be returned as part of a possible Gaza ceasefire deal.
Israel has bombed targets in those southern suburbs of the Lebanese capital.
Both sides confirming indirect negotiations have resumed towards the release of hostages being held in Gaza.
Thousands of people are protesting against Israeli Prime Minister
Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu into accepting a deal for the release of the remaining hostages held by Hamas.
Israel has launched several attacks inside Syria, insisting threats posed by the country remain significant.
Palestinian health officials in the territory say the death toll in more than 14 months of fighting has now reached over 45,000 people.
Oh, it was me and Plarks in the finals.
Yeah.
We are 100% allies. We've been brothers and supporting each other and our fans. We share fans. We are, we're right there.
Proxy. Plarksovich.
He's done music with my crew. I've done music with his crew.
I cannot be the only fella he's having issues with about this. Like, I'm not the only rapper he's mates with.
The final escalation, I guess, was when I witnessed Benji's song. I felt like saying to him, "You're not going to round me up, bro, are you? Like, you still, I know you had the march, but when they come down for me, you're not like, we still boys." You know what I mean? It hurt a lot. Yeah, it's chilling. I don't know. I know I'm all over the place, but it can be a bit of a scary and just sobering experience.
PK. You know I fucking love you. That's a spin out. I didn't remember that was what had fucking happened. And I guess, like, you know, how does time work? Does that mean that it was happening, like, then?
Yeah, it would have happened, like, within hours.
That's spooky as fuck. That's fucking weird. Fucking hell. What, me and Plarks were battling each other, like, when the fucking... Potentially when the fucking gate got burst. Well, there you go. It was a victory for me and a victory for the resistance. How about that, plan? Cough, cough. It's spinning me out a bit. Or, you know, whatever, synchronicity or some fucking shit. I mean, what the fuck? It's very fucking little. There's 2.2 million people in Gaza. We're 2 people in Australia, but fucking, it is weird. It is weird that we'd be in a battle and then this would happen and we'd end up on the opposing sides of the fucking situation. I did see him since, though. I saw him on the street with his mum. And I was like, hey, bro, what are you doing there? And I can't remember if he was looking at me in a weird way or not. Or if he was just like, hey, it's Benji. It's what the fuck it is, what the fuck it is. But I don't know. I don't motherfucking know. Oh, and I sent him a happy Hanukkah, I'm sure. I'm pretty goddamn sure I did.
There's always a way forward. There's always a way forward. But we're coming from 2 different places. I guess really it would lie on Benji just at least see, maybe hearing me out, but also just there's 2 sides, you know what I mean? Before you go jump in the deep end, because that's where we're at.
I guess, look, I'm approaching it from the wrong perspective. We don't have to come to any fucking resolution. We don't have to agree on anything. You can film us arguing, and then we can still hug afterwards. The only point I would make is make it clear that sitting down at a table and arguing and then hugging it out probably won't work for a 10-year-old Palestinian child and a member of the IDF. Doing you bitch ass and what?
Good, G, yourself?
Head down, bump up. How you doing? Fucking, I didn't even know you moved back to fucking activism.
So I literally just wrote this like this morning. I didn't know what to fucking write, where to go with it. So I thought I'd just, yeah. All right, I'd give it a go.
Go, son.
All right. When I awoke that Shabbos, everything I knew had changed. The world on eggshells, eerie, I felt estranged. Nothing new under the sun. Why was this any different? Perhaps now they can see. They might reflect a second and listen. Maybe they'll double take, practice some due diligence. See, rape is never resistance or any form of resilience. Through no fault of my own, only who my mother is, I was born a target. It's tragic when you discover this. I don't have a choice to sit on the fence, pick or take sides, because regardless of my views, they don't want me alive. Same for my children. If they dare to be proud, spat on and relentlessly picked out the crowd. You can feel justified to be filled with hatred, feel politically aware, but they've been turned openly to racist. If we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it. People were baffled by Nazi Germany, but now they can see it. This helps in dehumanizing us. No need for explanation. Friends become strangers, relationships change up. I'm not a person but vermin fit for extermination. Death design us. Do you understand this statement? Facts completely distorted, indigenous called invaders. Can you imagine your mother tortured, slaughtered and raped by her neighbours? What level of brutality starts to ring alarms? When will people be shocked someone could detach a baby's arms? Such barbaric actions should scare all of us, but it doesn't, because it's only the Jews, so we don't care all that much. So to my friend Benji, I say this: although you might support these atrocities or call resistance, although you might have made a horrifically racist song, called it a piece of art, or called it your mission, still I see you as human. I won't invalidate your existence. Still only love in my heart. Nothing can change that. Just hope when they call for me, you don't give them my name, lad. That's it, that's all I wrote.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I love you. And I didn't want to do this because, for a number of reasons. From my perspective, bro, the IDF is not fighting a war or any kind of fair fight. They're exterminating innocent civilians. As I said, I didn't think this was the greatest idea, but we do need a fucking resolution to this, and a temporary ceasefire so that Trump can fucking sell some beachside Gaza real estate is not going to be the happy fucking conclusion to this documentary that people want. And I'm never one to poop on anybody's party. So I have written...
I just want to state it wasn't a rap battle at you or even anything like that. I was just asked to write
Sure,
something.
okay, fair enough, fair enough. And you know what, this isn't a rap battle either. This isn't a rap battle either because I have written what I believe is the only sane and logical response to a musical answer, a musical and lyrical answer to your friends and comrades being slaughtered. And this is the only occasion I've ever had to write a song like this, so bro, I kind of hope that this doesn't hurt anybody's feelings, but it probably will. This song is called ILF Pack, and it goes like this.
La música de Harry Frost.
Still like me.
Yeah, Netanyahu took a blow to the head. His uncle tried to keep it quiet, but we know that he's dead. Shubal Ben Natan is somewhere lying in a ditch. I saw his brother at his funeral, he was crying like a bitch. No wonder in Amsterdam your gang shit got rocked. Start a fight you can't win and then run straight to the cops. One got backed up in a window trying to have a few cones. None of your soldiers can fight, that's why you have to use drones. 21 smelly bums acting bad to the bone, setting up demo charges in a family home. One RPG, their biggest casualty event of all time. They'd have still been here if they were committed a war crime. That deep down, I'm sure even your dad and mum know I'm standing on all 10. You can't even manage one toe. Remember that, bro, it's a pain that never stops. Your shooters shoot their own men and then they blame it on the ops. Bang, 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 bye-bye, bitch. Benji's getting higher, smoking all your dead comrades, even if it's friendly fire. For a better world to be created, some things have to be destroyed. When I see a red triangle on my screen, I weep for joy. Globalize the intifada, bless all the martyrs, and fuck every one of you shredded tomatoes. I'm out, bro. Yeah.
Brother, I feel for you, G, because you could probably do with a bit of information, bro. You might feel shouldn't be.
It's all I've been reading about for the last 16 months, and we had a lot of information about it beforehand, bro.
Brother,
anyway, we said what we had to say, don't we?
No, we haven't.
Okay, well, I have.
Brother, you obviously, because you shouldn't be this worked up about something you're not involved in. You certainly know nothing about, brother. We could sit here and talk facts and stuff, real things, but it shouldn't work you up this much.
But bro, we can't, because the facts that you want to talk about are things that I don't believe actually happen,
No,
bro.
we
You
just
want to
go
talk
facts.
about people
We
being
go
the
facts.
whole media. You think Jim, this is why we can't talk about it. This is why we can't have a discussion. Let's end this, bro. Come on, bro. Let's hug and end it. Alright, homie. There we go. Going like a motherfucking dinner. Now, can we have a beer or some shit? Can we fucking go and pretend that we're not fucking deadly enemies?
Yeah, so we had a little bit of an interaction just on the internet and that. Benji sent what up, said back and forth, showed some respect. For me, I think I'll be good. We'll be good. But I got lots of love. There's lots of heart. Bless.
I heard someone say the other day it took 10 years of protest before Vietnam stopped. I guess you just got to sort of make this part of everyday life. Like, just make your protest and make your whatever form of resistance you can put up part of everything you do. Put a little fucking Palestinian flag on every single you drop. Like, even if you are just fucking eating Doritos.
Between love and hate, it's a thin line. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just getting in. I knock on the door. A voice sweet and low says, "Who is it?" She opened up the door and let me in. Never once do she say, "Where have you been?" She said, "Are you hungry, honey? Did you eat? Yeah. Let me have